This is the plaintiff, Llewellyn Clark. He says the defendant, his ex-girlfriend, stole money from him and won't pay him back. He's tried everything in the books to get her to pay, but has failed, so he needs the court's help to force the defendant to give him the $1,400 he's surely owed. This is the defendant, Tyronica Munn. She says she and the plaintiff got into a fight, and she left with the $1,400 and went to a hotel where she treated herself to champagne, strawberries, and a massage. She was owed this money because the plaintiff freeloaded off of her, lived rent-free in her apartment, and never contributed a dime for anything. Owe him? Ha! She's accused of going on a spending spree with someone else's money.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome,
Llewellyn Clark.
Yes, hi.
You are suing your ex-girlfriend, Tyronica Munn,
Yes.
for $1,400 that you say she took out of her bank account that she wasn't supposed to touch because it belonged to you.
Yes.
Tell me what happened.
I had some car problems, so I sent my car to a Saab dealer to get the repairs done. At the time, I happened to come across a little bit of money.
How?
So I gave it to...
How did you come across a little bit of money?
I had got a settlement for crime victims. I got hit by a car and got my leg broke. And they settled with me a year later.
Why don't you just put it in your own bank account?
I didn't have one. I lost
Why didn't you have a bank account?
Because I lost my ID. I closed my account.
How much money do you owe the IRS?
I don't know the
Or
IRS.
child support or somebody that you don't open up a bank account? Why doesn't he have a bank account?
I'm not exactly sure.
I think you are. How long did you date him?
We known each other for about 4 years. We dated for about 6 months.
So, Mr. Clark, how much money did you come into?
$10,000.
Okay, so the $10,000 check got deposited into her account.
No, actually, Judge, I had cashed the check. So when...
Where'd you cash it?
Well, in Buffalo, I could cash a check anywhere. I cashed it at a corner store that do check cashing.
Yeah, but don't they charge you more than if you just put it in her account?
Yeah, but at the time, I wasn't going to put it in her account.
Because you didn't trust her that much.
Well, no, it was my thought was I was going to get one of those green dot cards that you could add money to.
Or you could get a bank account.
Yeah, but
And why was it you didn't get a bank account?
I didn't have proper ID.
Who do you owe money to?
I don't.
Why don't you just get proper ID? Isn't it something that comes in handy?
I did.
Okay.
I got some now, but...
So for whatever reason, you go to a check cashing, which takes a percentage of the money, which I don't know why you would do that, but anyway, you do. And then how much money do you ask her to park in her account?
At that time, it was $8,000.
So you put $8,000 in the account, and then what happened?
We went to the bank. At the time, we did live together, and the house was in her name, so...
The house was in your name?
I was renting the house in my name, yes.
Yeah.
So I want to get to the champagnes and the strawberry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I have no idea what happened with
All
champagne
right.
and
So
strawberry.
when you were living in her house, were you helping to pay the rent?
Yes.
Have you always helped to pay the rent?
Yes.
Has he always done his share?
No.
And how come? Why'd you tolerate that?
I trusted that he would make it right.
Did you know he had a lawsuit coming in?
Yeah, I did.
So that's when you expected that he would make it right?
I mean, and the money was in my account, so I felt
you were gonna take it?
justified. Not take it.
Okay.
I used it.
Did you put it to good use?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when it gets from $8,000 to $1,400, what is that money being spent on?
Several things. Fast food,
So
clothing.
together, though, you spent that money together?
Yes, together.
How long did it take you to blow through that money?
2 months. I got 5 kids, Your Honor.
So now there's $1,400 left, and you have a car repair.
It
And
was more than 14.
Say it
but
again.
It was more than 14.
How
but
much was left?
I don't know. Well, she didn't take that because I pulled that out myself and kept.
Okay.
But
So you find out that she's pulled out how much?
the 14 because what happened was she got into an argument.
With
and
you?
Yeah, and she said she was leaving tonight, and I was like, okay. I said, make sure that the car get paid for. She got on the phone, called the bank, and she said, oh, they took the money out for the car.
Meaning the repair.
The repair.
Who's they? The repair company?
The bank. The
right,
bank.
but that
She
they
looked
took
at-
the money out for the repair to the car to pay for it?
Yes.
Okay.
So-
and then you told her, beyond that, you can use the money?
No.
Okay.
I told her, I said,
But why are you having her do your banking when she's telling you, I'm leaving you and I'm walking out? Like, oh, yeah, before you go, that's fine, you can leave me, but before you go, make sure you call the bank and make sure my bills are paid. What was that?
Hey, that's...
Yeah,
that's
I'd spend your money too. What
I was
kind
like,
of...
good night, but...
That's it, but good night, but wait, before you go, I need you to make sure that my
Yeah.
bills are paid. And then you turn around and you call and make sure his bills are paid? Or you just told him you did?
No, I checked, and they were supposed to take the money out at a certain date. I assumed they had took it out. So, I went and...
They went and took the rest of his money?
No, we got...
Well, you know that's not your money, right?
I feel that since he didn't follow through with what he said he was going to do as far as helping with the bills and the rent, that I'm justified in giving myself, a little pleasure.
Best defense ever.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, if you're in a relationship, how long before the other person asks you for money and you actually give it to them?
Never.
Well, at a point, come on, 20 years.
Well, maybe 20 years, but
Okay, now be more realistic.
maybe 5 years?
Really?
Maybe, if you're married and it's serious.
Wow. What do you say?
I think it depends on how much. I mean, I would lend her money if she needed it.
Were you on, there's a new game show called South of Wilshire. Were you on that show?
I was on that show.
You won, didn't you?
I won.
You did a white man's dance.
Oh my
Do the dance, do the dance. He did a white man's dance. Come on. South of Wilshire. It's just more fun going inside the courtroom.
So you feel that because you picked the wrong guy, that you can pick his pocket, go to a hotel.
But it was in my account.
Where'd you go?
I went to a nice hotel.
Which one?
It's one on the boulevard in Buffalo.
My husband's from Buffalo. I might know it. Go ahead. Where?
I was at the Hyatt or the Marriott?
Nice. So you went to the Hyatt, which is basically the nicest hotel in Buffalo, right? And then what'd you do?
I was upset, so ordered some champagne.
Some champagne?
Yeah.
Were you alone?
Yeah.
Loved your company. And then what?
Massage.
You got a massage at the room?
I was stressed.
Yeah.
I felt wronged.
Wronged. And then
Right.
what about the strawberries? Where'd they come in?
Well, I had to have something to eat.
Yeah, because what are you gonna do? You can't just down that champagne all dry and all. You need something to kind of soak it up. So strawberries?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what? What'd you do afterwards?
Well, then I watched television. I was, nice and relaxed and watched television. I did that for 3 days straight. And,
3 days you did that.
Yeah.
So why'd you limit it to 3 days?
I figured 3 days was vacation enough.
All right, so then
for-
what'd you do at the end of the 3 days?
I went home.
So you go home and then was he still there? Mm-hmm. How long ago did you guys break up?
Actually, I just left the house about a month ago.
Because I gotta tell you, he looks at you and instead of saying that thief, he's looking at you like, he's looking at you with a big old smile. That's so funny.
You know what? Yeah, she told me this.
Are you guys getting back together? Do you want to get back together?
Once I get my bank account.
Do you want to get back together?
Oh, I love him. I
Do you want to get back together?
We will.
Honest to God. You filed a case in small claims court against her.
Yeah, that's the first thing
Nothing
I
says
did.
I love you like a small claims filing. So that's the first thing he did was go out and file a
Yeah.
small
I
claims?
was hurt. I'm like, okay.
But it looks like you're ready to forgive that little indiscretion, ain't you?
Oh, he gonna pay for it one way or another.
Oh, whether I make you pay back that $1,400 or not? I believe that with every fiber of my being. Okay, folks, here's how it works, okay? I know that people set up house without the legal ramifications of house setting that come with the legal document of marriage. When you do so, there are things that are it's contracts law, basically. You don't have the protection of saying, hey, my money too, and so I spend it. But we know that that's not your money. You know that that's not your money, that those $1,400 belong to that guy who's not your husband. And so those $1,400 are not your money. I find it delicious that you spent it the way you did, but that's not, that is not a defense. That's the worst defense ever, actually. So you have to pay this man back the $1,400. How you take it out of his hide otherwise is up to you. But as far as what's in front of me, my verdict in this case is for the plaintiff and the amount of the $1,400 that was taken from his bank account. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Are you going to give her access when you two do get back?
Oh, no.
Are you going to open up your own bank account?
Yes, he
No,
will.
yeah.
Yes, he will, won't he? Yeah.
Well, it boils down to basic contracts law, and the defendant will be paying him back that $1,400. So was it worth it spending that?
Yes. Yes, it was.
All right, what'd you do? What if you had to do it all over again?
I probably do it the same way.
Strawberries, everything?
Add some whipped cream this time.
All right, so there's something going on between the two of you, obviously, there. I mean, you still have feelings for him, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I'm an honest woman. I still love him.
Right. So you're going to take him back?
I don't know about that.
Okay. All right. Right down this way.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So step on in here. What do you think about
I'm glad.
turning your finances over to her when you're walking out the door?
That was a mistake. But you know what? I never thought that Ronnie would do that. I always trust her from the day we met. She's a trustworthy person up until this.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she was trying to teach you a lesson or something, or get a piece of your hide somehow, or get your attention, maybe?
Yeah, I think she
What do you
wanted to
think
get my attention, and it worked. She got my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she did.
She going to get a lot more of your attention now?
No, probably less.
Harvey?
Okay, short and sweet, Kurt. You cannot turn a gift into a loan because somebody treats you badly, period. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.